Aries, good morning. How you doing? So let's have a look to see what you've actually got coming up for your February. I've had a few of you saying, please do an Aries reading. So you can, you're all right. So you can also watch this as Aries or Scorpio, life path 4. Really doesn't matter. Okay, if you've not been getting Aries messages, you can watch the Scorpio reading because numerology says that on the top of a card of a major arcana card of Aries is also a 4, which is Scorpio also. Okay, so when you're calling out a star sign, it's really calling out the number. Okay, so life path 4 as well. Okay, so one thing very quickly before we start, please make sure that you give it a like, a comment. It only takes a minute, girl. Really, I've really got to kind of try and get this channel going, so I need you guys in order to help. And the way that you can help is just by making sure that you don't skip the like button. Leave a comment, anything. You're an idiot. I like you, Steve. Thanks very much. A shit emoji. Anything that you want, okay? But just a like and a comment. It really does help out, guys. Like, I've got to get that algorithm going, okay? So let's see. Aries. Aries. What have they got coming up for February? I mean, I don't know if it's you guys that are actually not signed in to YouTube on your phone or not. I really don't know, but... Okay, but let's see. Aries, February. What have you got coming up, Aries? Virgo. I feel lost at the moment, or I've just lost someone. I feel like I'm losing my religion or my faith. Mark, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Okay, and I feel like I'm moving. Some of you are thinking about actually moving. Now, you're going to have to go with me because I'm not your normal generic tarot card reader. You've got Virgo here, okay, but it's a lost energy, okay, because it's 9, purgatory, so it can mean like passed on, okay. I'm finding it very difficult to cope at the moment. There might be slight signs of depression or mental illness. There's definitely a feeling of loss and a loss of lack, also lack of interest. So if you're with someone, okay, there might be like a physical sign of like a lack of interest, like I'm really not interested. Now, if you've got like, say, for instance, Scott, I'm also hearing Scott, Sarah, Steve, Sassy, Sandra, but like if you are with a partner, okay, it feels like I'm feeling lost at the moment and I'm feeling quite separated. I don't know how to kind of work this out. Now, if you've got anyone in your life that represents a brother, a sister, a mother, a daughter that is a specific Virgo, it's the Virgo that is more than likely feeling it in your soul group, okay? So let's continue on with your reading and see what Aries has got coming up. But I'm feeling lost, okay? So I'm waiting for some kind of like information to come in, but I'm still feeling lost. It's like, do I always have to keep waiting on you? Okay, so it's got Alchemy in you or Natalie, but I feel like I'm turning my back on you because, I don't know. It's like waiting for news. Like I'm just waiting to hear from you. It's like over to me, over to you. If I don't hear from you and you don't hear from me, then we don't hear from each other. I'm just picking up that all I'm waiting on is news from you. Okay. So it's like, don't contact me, I'll contact... Okay. So what's this? So who was in the film Contact? Jodie Foster. So any J or F, okay? Or Steph, Steve, Sarah, Sassy, J or F, okay? But like, if I don't hear from you... I don't know. There seems to be something very strange going on here. Maybe around talking to someone. Okay. Like, I'll leave it up to you to contact me. So you've got Cancerian, Life Path 7 energy here. And it feels like two steps forward, 2 steps back. Okay. Like, I'll wait for you to say whether you want to come and see me or not. It's kind of like someone may have put their foot down and thought, you know what? I'm always doing all of these things for you, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So I'm just going to wait for you just to see if you want to see me or not. Like, do you want to come over? Do you not want to come over? Do you want to see me or not? Like, Virgo is a lost energy because it's finding itself difficult to see it in the dark right here. So it needs a little bit of light shining upon it. So it's kind of like that if I feel down, okay, I'll just wait for you to contact me. Like, let's I don't know, I'm picking up on some strange messages. I nearly said Virgo. Aries. Normally when I get like that, when I'm reading cards, I go with my gut feeling and my intuition of feeling like confused. Okay, so how I feel looking at these cards is confused. Like, I feel like I'm in a bit of a daze. Like, I feel like I'm confused. I don't kind of know what's going on. Like, I really don't know what's going on with you. Like, is something going on with you? Like, this could be what you or the person's asking. Like, is there something going on with you? Like, are you all right? Like, you know, because I don't get it. Like, you know, you keep waiting on me and I'm waiting on you, but we're both stuck. So I don't. It's like this feeling of message of confusion, right? Or a transfusion, something to do with a transvestite or a transfusion, blood transfusion, or something like that, or something that's in the blood. Okay. First blood. Till I drew the first blood and the devil's son called me Young Gun. So devil, Devi, Devon, Devi, Dan, Danielle. Anybody getting with D? Okay. Devil's son. Is it something to do with your mum or father? Mother or father? Because devil's son, so it means like sons or daughters or mothers or fathers or something like that seems to be coming through. But I picked that message up before where I said Mumford and Sons, mum and son or something like that, or family. Let's see, Aries. What's Aries got coming up for February, please? Six of Cups. So there's the family card right here. So it's kind of like you've got this relationship. You're in a relationship, but you're kind of like waiting on each other for communication. Like it's a little bit odd. Well, the cards are not, but the feeling is. Okay, the feeling is mutual. The feeling is mutual. So there's an understanding here. There is like this feeling of an understanding. Like, no, the feeling's mutual. I have feelings for you. So there's either a relationship here or there's a... God, what is Spirit saying? A misunderstanding or is it a misunderstanding or an understanding, Dave? What is it? I misunderstood you. So is it text messaging or speaking? Like, the feeling is mutual. You're just as confusing as I am. Okay. But I misunderstood you. So is that because someone's speaking or not speaking or the way they're speaking? Like, hold on a minute, I just misunderstood you there. What did you say? Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm confused. Like, hold on. I think you misunderstood me. What I meant to say was... But it's kind of like, well, like communication breakdown. Led Zeppelin, right? Communication, like having a breakdown. Okay. Someone might be having a breakdown, like a physical breakdown. I mean, this is like a car that goes kaput, right? So it's kind of like someone feels as if they're possibly having like a breakdown, like a mental breakdown or a physical breakdown or something like that. Like, I need something fixing. Hopefully it's not Jim. Jim, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jeff. Let's see. February for Aries. So you've got the Page of Cups. Okay, I hope you're remembering all the cards because I'm not kind of showing the cards at the moment here. But yeah, you're speaking, more than likely to this person. And then you get the Three of Cups. The Three of Swords. Three of Swords. So it's kind of like this heartbreaking news. Okay, like I'm trying to tell you some news. And when you hear this news, it's not going to be what you want to hear. Because it's kind of like that. Do you want to hear the truth or do you want me to just lie to you? Or do you want to, like... I don't know, man. I am so confused during this reading, and it's normally because there's an energy or a message here that's kind of saying about confusion. Like, I'm really confused at the moment. Like, I don't know what the hell you want. Like, but there's also an upsetting message. Like, as soon as I find out this news, when I ask and I find out, this happens. Okay, because it's like I need to tell you something, right? I need to tell you something, and then whatever that news is that's concerning you here. It relates to a Three of Swords. So what? I need to tell you that there's a third party. I need to tell you that I'm not very well. Okay. Aries. Oh, God, this Magician in reverse has been coming up for quite a while, Aries, here. There's some kind of, like, spiritual and mental, like, manipulation. Like, people that are watching people and hating... Like, because this is spiritual. This is spiritual. Okay. But this is kind of like where a partner gets sick to fucking death of listening to anything that's spiritual. Like, you have a conspiracy theory. Or someone that's full of conspiracies, right? And you kind of say, well, no, you know, really, because it's because of... And they're kind of like, oh, I'm so sick to death of hearing about that hocus pocus bollocks. And you're kind of like, well, no, that's what I believe in. Like, that's what my belief. I believe in that. Do you? And they're kind of like, well, no, I believe more of a thing called Love by the Darkness. Ethan Hawke, you know. Just listen to the rhythm of your heart, and if that's what your heart's telling you, then it's more of a head over heart decision. What's your heart tell you? Right? What is your heart telling you? So is that an illness here or something? Like, what is your heart telling you? That it's serious or not? Serious, Sam? It's serious. It's kind of like something in your energy or your message here is, no, it isn't something to just blow over. It's serious, like it's fucking serious. I'm being deadly serious. So I might have something to do around Scorpio. Okay, so you can watch Scorpio messages, Aries. If you're watching this, watch the Scorpio reading because it's a 4, okay, or a life path 4. But I'm hearing, no, it's deadly. So Lee, Leanne, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, L. Anybody call it, but it's no, I'm being deadly serious. I mean it. I'm not fucking about. I'm not joking. I mean it here. So someone could have put their foot down or about to put their foot down and say, no, I'm not messing about. I'm being deadly serious. Stop fucking about. Okay, I'm well, it says what it says does on the tin, Dave. I'm not messing about. I'm being deadly serious. Okay. Okay, do any of you have a partner that doesn't take things very serious and they're like, no, look, listen, I'm not messing about, Dave. I'm being deadly serious, right? Like, I'm not messing about. I'm being honest and I'm telling you the truth. Right here. It's because it's kind of like someone keeps, because these could be like 7 here, right? Don't worry about what the cards say, guys. I don't read like that. It can be a 7 of cups, right? Questioning, this is like questioning a reality because it can be like gaslighting. Right, and you're always like giving me the goddamn Spanish Inquisition, like shit that just does never make sense. Like your vocabulary or the things that you're doing don't make sense, and then it relates to like a hermit energy of like, man, I am fucking confused. Like I'm sure you're fucking gaslighting me here. Like I keep trying to talk to you, and every time I talk to you, does it constantly end up where it's like a make or break situation, an argument? It doesn't have to be a breakup, but it can just be like. God, every time, like, it goes well, like, I'm waiting on you, you're waiting on me, I'm making a plan. It can be where someone focuses, like, because Virgo is focused energy, right? And I'm focused so much on you that I just seem to forget myself in the whole, shebang. And I forget myself. And it's kind of like, well, that's because you're constantly concentrated on me. But then it's kind of like, okay, then I won't. And then you're like, yeah, but that's a bit goddamn fucking childish, isn't it? Why can't you just act grown up and act normal? Yeah, but if if they're not going to talk to me and I'm not talking to them, then who's talking? Or them, M&M's. And it's kind of like this communication breakdown of like, no, look, I'm being fucking deadly serious. Stop with the stupid text messaging. Because it can even just be... One thing I hate, Aries, I don't know about you guys, I have 3 placements of Aries. And I hate text messages. I hate them. With a passion do I hate text messaging. 1, because I'm dyslexic. I can't spell very well. 2, I get very frustrated. 3, they can also be a huge distraction in your life. Like if you're working or if you're doing stuff, constant messaging between partners when you're at work here, okay, is very distracting. You get distracted. If in my day I'm constantly distracted and I'm like, oh, I mean, you heard my phone going off a second ago, right? And I'm like, fuck, I'm just going to turn my phone off. When you're in like a partnership with someone and your phone's like bing, 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 you're like, listen, Dave, I thought Bing was something that you use on the World Wide Web. Why don't you look it up on there instead of messaging me? Right? Just look it up. And like, bing, just need to answer your question. Like, the fuck do you, like, what do you want now? Like, bing. And like, oh, bruv, I'm putting up some boundaries, right? Just concentrate on you. Because this is like working. Right, it's like, oh, I'm at work, I'm bored, I'm lonely, I'm fed up, I'm waiting to hear from my partner, they're not messaging me, they're not doing anything, getting really bored, I wonder what they're doing, like, I wonder what my partner's doing, like, this is a wandering energy, it could be a fish called wonder, it could be a Pisces, or life path 3, it's kind of like, I wonder what they're doing, like, I wonder if they remember the 5th of November, you're like, well, that was Guy Fawkes night, right, Guy? So Guy, Jai, Julian, Jason, Jackie, but it's kind of like, I wonder what they're doing. I wonder, and I ponder. And then they get bored, and they get frustrated. They're like, well, I'm on my own, I'm bored. And it's like, okay, well, I'll just try and bypass the time by using you because I'm bored. And then when I'm not bored and I've got something to do, thanks very much, see you later. And you're like, fuck, I've just spent my whole day talking to you, trying to talk to you. because you're bored, you're fed up. It's like taking a child, right, to, that could be your children, but like you take a child to the seaside, right? Now, yeah, we're all going to go to the seaside. And they sit there and like, oh, we're just going on the beach, is that it? You're like, well, yeah, that's, you know, we're relaxing. I'm having some time off work. I want to chill. You're like, well, where's the arcades? And you're like, oh, God, here we go again. Like, you know, you're never happy, are you? Never satisfied. Right? And it's kind of like that. Yeah, but where's my boyfriend? Like, what's, you know, but they're at work. Like, you know, you don't need to be texting to someone when they're at work. You're like, are you at work? Yeah. So, hold on a minute. So, if I'm at work and you're at work, why the fuck are you not working? Well, there's nothing to do. What do you mean there's nothing to do, Dave? There's loads of stuff to do when you're at work. Yeah, but I don't really want to be here. Like, I'm just like fed up, I'm like frustrated with my job, Rob. Right? And then you're kind of like, but come on, sweetie. But you're like, yeah, but oh, fuck that. I'd rather just watch tarot card readings. Like, you know, it's kind of I mean, it's a story, Aries, right here. I've got to put that one over there because I've got to give you more cards. Okay, I'm not your normal generic cup and fish where I need 10,000 cards to tell you a story. That's what I am, a storyteller, right? I tell you stories about what's coming up in your life. They can't all relate to love life all the time. Let's see. Aries, what's going on with Aries, please? For February. So don't forget February can be over just like that because this can be happening now. It doesn't have to be a month. Okay, but 8 of Swords. So it's like I'm frustrated, I'm bored, I'm fed up, I'm at home. Okay, what are you doing? I'm at home. What are you doing? At home? Well, I'm at work. Are you? Where are you? At home. Oh. Just feels like communication breakdown. Like I'm trying to communicate with you and as soon as I get this news, things go tits up. Like things are kind of like starting to, you know, fall beneath my... This is kind of like where the ground's just been ripped underneath me and you're like, hold on a minute. It's like getting a plate and like that and everything just goes fucking everywhere, right? It's a little bit like that where I've just had something like some bad news or something that's just been like ripped beneath my wings and just took me from, you know, so above, so below, and now my energy is sunk below, or now I'm kind of like doing something that is like, what do they call that? What's the term? Oh, I can't believe that you sunk that low. Like, oh, that's a low blow. Like, I can't believe that you literally sunk that low to manipulate me into a situation. And you literally went and said that and you sunk that low. Right, here. And normally because of what someone's prepared to do, to go to the pits of lowness, to, well, I don't know, to fucking hurt someone or destroy someone. Because this can be trying to destroy someone spiritually. Like, you know, I'm fucking really annoyed and I'm prepared to go to the depths to destroy you. Yeah. Right? Let's see. Aries. So, 10 of Pentacles. 9 of Cups. It's still 2 energies that don't really mean too much. It's like work, money, finances are good. 9 is a purgatory energy, purgatory. Satisfied but unsatisfied, hard to fulfill. Never reaches a 10 until the end, which isn't there. But then it is, and then it isn't. So it's like constantly going around and around in purgatory. 1 minute it's okay, the next minute they're not. 1 minute they're okay, the next minute they're not. And it's like, well, I'm trying to find out an answer. It's like, well, you don't need an answer. Just go with the goddamn flow. Like, you know, Virgos can be researchers, right? They get to a 9 of fulfillment. Like, they can feel lonely. Okay, like, oh, I'm trying to find out an answer and I feel lonely and I'm starting to get a little bit depressed and a little bit like quiet, very reserved, very like, oh, can't seem to find my way out. And then they're kind of like, they get to a point where they're like, okay, I'm kind of getting there. And then they go back to being a 9 again. Okay. It's like unfulfilled, but fulfilled. So it's a very difficult placement, Virgo, depending on where it's placed in one's chart with a person, to emotionally satisfy them. For them to finally find emotional satisfaction. Because within a day or two, they can be completely and utterly fulfilled with how they are. But then within a couple of minutes or a couple of days, they're unfulfilled again, trying to find that fulfillment. And you're like, God, man, that's getting draining and tiring. Keep trying to satisfy you and fulfill you with what you want and all of your dreams and wishes and God knows what else, and the expectation that you've got of me. And it's draining the life out of me. Like, I can't be your greatest desire to fulfill you. You've got to find that. But if they have a lot of Virgo placements, sometimes they can find that very difficult to find their own excitement, their own fulfillment, because it's a codependent, independent energy. It can be where they slip back into old behaviour, which means that someone can try, but then they fail, and they're like, oh, the relationship failed again. The communication broke down again. Like, I'm trying to talk to you, and I'm trying to fulfill your wishes, and I'm trying to do everything for you, but that one thing that I try to do doesn't never reach fulfillment. And it's kind of like, what's the matter with you now? And it's like, well, it's like this, and you're like, oh, fuck. Trust me, I've also got 3 placements of Virgo myself. Okay. Sorry if I bang on about myself, but my chart is very difficult. I have 3 Scorpio, 3 Aries, 3 Virgo, 3 Gemini. Okay. Try that one, right? It's not as like everyone, oh my God, but that must be so spiritual. It's a difficult chart. Like, it's it's a difficult one. So let's see. Aries for February. Oh, Capricorn, you see, you could be really struggling. Also, there could be things around health. It's like health, unhealth, attachments to drink, food. You can see the guy here. I'm content, but I'm actually not content. But I have an addiction to food, drugs, alcohol, obsessive thinking, obsessive thoughts. Like, I'm obsessed. It doesn't matter of the chart or who or the say Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't matter. Someone is virtually insanity. So they are equivalently obsessed about a partner. Like, I don't want to let you in or go. And I don't know, but I do know, but I don't. So it's kind of like, bruv, that's like, hold on, this is getting very strange and very weird. But the 9 of Cups can be someone that's extremely thin. And they go to the extremes to be really thin. Or they're like me, okay? And like you have, because Virgo is health, okay? Means health. 9 of Pentacles is like a healthy energy. 9 of Cups is like, can be an unhealthy energy, and so can the Devil be an unhealthy attachment. Okay, so it can be, I have an unhealthy attachment to food, drugs, alcohol, gambling, addictions, sex. It can be anything, but like, I have a very unhealthy lifestyle or a very unhealthy commitment to a person that's becoming more and more unhealthy as we go along, right? So, because that would be a message for any of you guys out there that are like me, that have constantly struggled with your weight, okay? Trying to find remedies, right? Trying to find remedies of like, well, fucking hell, everybody tells me to cut down on carbs, and then all of a sudden everybody tells me that fat is good, don't eat carbs, eat loads of animal fat. Trust me, I've heard a lot of advice from a lot of doctors, a lot of people that actually had signs of cancer in their blood, and they tried the carnivore diet and just stuck with the carnivore diet, cured it. Completely and utterly cured signs of cancer, depression, ADHD, high blood pressure, cholesterol problems, like all sorts of problems, is just been cured by cured meat, basically. Pure meat, animal fat meat, okay? But then you look at other people and they say, no, what you want is low protein, not too much protein. You want carbs in your diet. You really need fruits and vegetables, when really fruits and vegetables have a mechanism within inside them to say that they actually do the stomach bio harm because of the protection that they have to stop animals from eating them. We are animals. Okay, so what do? You eat a plant or do you eat an animal, right? If you eat yourself, you become yourself, right? So if you eat a plant, you're not a plant, right? You are not a plant, okay? You are an animal. If you're an animal that eats an animal, what are you going to become? Mean and lean, bruv. Oh, yeah. Right, yeah. You're going to become an animal, right? Here. Let's see. Aries. 5 of Cups, you see. Unfulfilled, unsatisfied energy. Because it can be so much confusion that I destroy it. destroy it. I feel lonely. I feel upset. I feel on my own. I feel like you don't ever pay any attention to me. I feel like nobody ever wants me. But you're like, hold on a minute, Dave. Like, I'm in a goddamn relationship with you. Like, you know, if you're suffering through anything of, like, loss, that's just loss, you know. That is physical signs of loss. But if anybody here is, like, going through this, like, with a partner where it's constantly, like, okay, now everything's going good, now break up, now, like, oh, fucking hell, like, I keep trying to, like, get back with you, and I'm trying to get you to understand that you can't control me to be who you want me to be. It's kind of like, or be, but, like, you know, I can't be who you want me to be, okay? I am me. You are you. Don't matter. Even if we're two, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm still me. Okay, but it's like this where things start going really toxic again, where it's kind of like, you don't want me anymore, do you? You don't pay me any attention. You don't need me. You don't want me around anymore. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, man. Like, what? I don't get it. Like, I don't get the worry that people have about being alone. I think being alone is fucking excellent. I do. You don't have to deal with people when you're alone, trust me. Okay, you know, a lot of people don't see that being alone is actually being classed as free. When you're free, you can do what the fuck you want. Okay, so why do people see that as like, oh my God, I really need something? Like, no, it's a need. Like, you know, I don't need your loving. I just show you that in action. You know, so like I said, some people can't be satisfied with action or words. Right, more than words. I need more than words. Okay, let me show you that in action. So if you've got a person here that shows you that in words, affection, and also action as well, and you are in this reading with this partner, and that isn't enough, what the fuck does this person want? Blood? Right, that's what I said. Some people can never be satisfied with what they've got. A lot of people are really rich and they're like got loads of money and everything else doesn't make them happy. They've got loads of money and everything else, but they're kind of like, oh, I need a love life. Okay, let's give you a love life and loads of money. Oh, God, my health is suffering. Oh, Jesus Christ knows your health. Okay, we'll go on a diet. Let's do all this. Okay, brilliant. There's something missing in my life. You know, it says what it does on the tin, Aries, right here. So there you go, guys. That's your story. Hope I entertained you for a little bit, Robert or Robbie or Roberts or Robertson. Okay, Tina. Steve. Okay, there you go, guys. Thanks very much. I really appreciate it. If you want to support me, please make sure you give it a like. Hit that like button. Just smash the shit out of it. Just smash the shit out of that fucking like button. Smash it. Right? If you want to give it a dislike, you know that one that does that? Just hit that twice. That's all you got to do. Hit the dislike button. Hit it twice, bruv. Simple, right? If you want to hit that like button, hit it once. It's simple, right? Comment down below. Say, Steve, brilliant. Nice one, bruv. Love your hair. You're losing weight a little bit. Anyway, thanks very much. If you want to come over to Patreon, Patreon is really cheap, $3 or $4. That's all. You get like 5 more cards, all clarified. I'll tell you the outcome. Trust me, clarification is everything. Clarification, everything. Because you get turnarounds, you get different stories, you get different ways of looking at it. The turn up of the books is what's going to happen. Okay, that's the second layer. Okay, it's like a layer cake, and a cake is also called Patreon. It builds. So if you want one, it's got 1, 2, or 3. First tier is bronze. All monthlies, just monthlies. You get 2 a month, so that's 24 readings. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, and also if you follow me in numerology, yourselves, your partners, your brothers, your sisters, your mothers, you can put all those together and then think, oh, that's my story, because I've watched them all, I'm taking those bits out, leaving those bits, and there's the other part, okay? Now, if you want more than that, then you'll need to go to the silver or gold, because when I start doing weeklies, I may not be doing so many star signs because my channel is doing poor. It's actually going down. So I'm going to start doing things like general readings, messages for people that may or may not need them, starting to do some star signs, but maybe not others. I change it around all the time because I have 3 placements of Gemini. 1 is in my moon. So I just change things up. I get bored with the general fucking same shit. So if you want to join Patreon, at least you will definitely have access to everything there, okay? So that will be the silver tier, okay? So thanks very much, guys. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button, and I'll see you later.